How's it going, guys? Rhino here. It's a beautiful day out during a week where it has been just shitty weather, so what better way to spend that day than sitting inside playing video games and making videos? That's sarcasm, by the way. I love doing it. And I'm going to go out and do stuff, don't worry. Actually, it's currently 2:45, and I believe the college that I go to, University of Oregon, I think the football team plays at 4:30, so I'm going to watch that game. But I'm thinking of, after recording this video, actually going and shooting hoops for a while or something. It's actually really cool. So I don't know if you guys can see it at all, but if you Google University of Oregon Rec Center, I think you can see some pictures of the inside. But basically, the rec center at our college is unbelievable. It's like a futuristic gym almost. I love going there. It's super fun. And essentially, like right when you walk inside, anyone can do this actually. Like even someone who doesn't attend the university, if you walk inside the front door, there's actually a huge, actually I think it's multiple TVs on the wall, or it might be just one huge TV, but it's like a bunch of TVs on the wall, and they play the football game. So what I'm thinking of doing actually is, after I record this video, going there, shooting some hoops, and then once the game starts, going out and watching that'd be pretty fun, especially because then I'd be watching it with a group of people. All my roommates are gone. They're currently at the game. They're currently pre-gaming for the game, so they're currently getting drunk at 3 p.m. Stay classy. But essentially, I'm already 2 minutes into this video and I haven't gotten to what I want to talk about. But this is just an update video. I've had a bunch of stuff going on, so I haven't been able to make videos. I haven't posted a video in like 6 days, but it says it's like 5 days because I scheduled the upload or something like that. And I feel really bad about that, but I want to explain why. I've been really, really, really busy. So essentially what happened is last Tuesday. So today is, this is going up on Sunday probably, but today, as of recording this, it's Saturday. And so what happened was, on Tuesday, I actually had what's called Meet the Firms, which this is actually really cool. I essentially got invited to answer questions for a company the company that I had the internship for over the summer, that I'm probably most likely going to work for this summer, and then hoping to work for after college. They invited me, the recruiter actually invited me to come down to Meet the Firms, which is a really awesome event where there's a bunch of companies set up at tables, and the accounting students and some finance and marketing, basically all the business students, come and they just talk. They just talk to the companies. They meet the firms, essentially, even though the company I work for isn't a firm. And I was invited to do that, which was a huge honor. It was really awesome doing it, and it was an unbelievable experience. But essentially, I had to dress up. I had to dress up pretty nice, not business formal, but business casual. So I basically had like a nice shirt on. I could have worn a tie, but I didn't. And then I had some nice dress pants on. And then the part that got me was I had nice socks on, which the nice socks are really thin. And then I had these shoes on, these dress shoes that were really uncomfortable, and both my feet kept rubbing on the back of it. And I had to wear that all day. So first I had to walk to my first class, which is literally as far as you can get from my fucking apartment, which is a big pain in the ass to walk. And about halfway there, I noticed that my feet were my ankles were killing me. They were fucking killing me. And I could tell I was getting a huge blister. So Meet the Firms was fun, and it happened later in the day. But when I walked back, my feet were just killing me. I got home and my ankles were bleeding, like full on, just like blood on my ankles. It would have been on my socks, but my socks were black, so you couldn't really tell. And then there was like pieces of my sock in the cut in my feet. So it just looked horrible, and I've basically been treating that. My feet have been hurting. I've been struggling to walk and shit. And because I compensated for my feet hurting, I walked more on the front of my heel, or not the front of my heels, the front of my feet all day to try to get the pressure off the back of my feet. And so now the last couple of days, the back of my legs have been hurting because of that extra strain on them. So I had a great time at Meet the Firms, met a lot of awesome people, but that day was horrible. And I spent the next couple of days recovering. But then also what happened was I had homework due on Thursday in my accounting class, it's a very, very tough accounting class. One of the hardest classes I have to take at college, essentially. And basically we were assigned homework, and I thought it was this homework that we had to pay for, where you sign up on this website and you basically do chapter 1 homework, chapter 2 homework, chapter 3 homework, etc., which I did fairly quickly and fairly easily, but it still took a little while considering that I had to do a big amount of it. And then come Tuesday in class, me and my buddy who I did it with walk up to the professor and ask, hey, can you check over, like, what are we doing? And so on and so forth. What is due exactly? Stuff like that. And it turns out we didn't do the homework. We did the bonus problems, which is perfectly fine. I was going to do the bonus problems anyway to get extra experience and extra practice because it's a tough class. But that means we hadn't done anything for the homework. And the homework turned out to be 2 pages of paragraphs that explain an accounting problem. You have to go through and do it. So essentially then Wednesday morning I had to wake up, meet my friend, and work on that assignment, which took a long ass time. And we got stuck on a problem that we actually did right. We thought we did wrong. We were trying to find an answer, but it turns out we did it right. So it just caused a huge jumble. And so that was not a favorable time. And then I've just been swamped from my other classes. My finance class hasn't been bad. My music class hasn't been too bad. My art and gender class has been a little bit of a pain in the ass just because there's a lot of time commitment. It's not hard by any stretch of the imagination, but there has been a time commitment, and essentially the last couple days have just been swamped, just full on swamped. And then lastly, I want to mention that the last part that kind of contributed to the lack of uploads recently was some of you may know this, some of you may not, but I have a secondary channel that is in my sub box, and that's where I do more political topics, and I wanted to make a response to a video. And video responses for me are a lot harder to edit because I have to record each individual clip one by one on my camera, take it off, put it on my computer, and then put it back on here, because otherwise there's a problem where when I try to transfer a bunch of long clips, or not a bunch of long clips, one really long clip onto my computer, it causes a huge problem where essentially my computer freezes altogether. So I've been trying to find fixes for it, but it's not been looking good. But I worked on that video, and it took a long time to record. It took even longer to edit, but I was really happy with the outcome. So, that works. And so I kind of neglected posting on this channel, and I just wanted to let you guys know that update. Lastly, this is kind of cool. So in my art and gender class, I essentially got an email from my professor that she sent out to everybody in the class. So it was like a hi all email. And in the last paragraph, she said, I reviewed your first assignment, which was a discussion board, and here are some names of outstanding posts you should check out. And I was one of them. I felt honored. I honestly felt honored because I don't really think of myself as some intellectual or anything like that. I think of myself just as someone who answers things in a way that I feel are the best answer to me. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I was happy about that. But yeah, so this is kind of just a random video. I just wanted to post an update and apologize to you guys as to why I haven't been uploading, and that I'm going to be working on that. I'm going to try to be uploading a little bit more often. We'll see. As my accounting class picks up, I might have to fall back on the uploads a little bit. I don't know. I really, really unbelievably wish I could hire an editor, but I just don't have the funding for that. And so, I made the video about my Patreon and got one patron so far, which is perfectly fine. Once again, perfectly fine, but I, had a problem with that. And I just need the funding in order to do that. So yeah, but that's about it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. I'm getting sweaty. And as always, have a nice day.